Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Voscaro's Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Voscaro's Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Voscaro's Game as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Dominion Custom Clothing. Cowboy fans, if you need your custom suits, your custom sportswear, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company for you. Dominion Custom Clothing also offers a free mobile service to your home, to your business for suit fittings and fabric showing. Dominion Custom Clothing has been a clothier in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 20 years. So if you need that suit for the night out on the town or the tuxedo for the prom or special occasions, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company you have been looking for. And as always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, it's our man, 21, Armando, 21. And from the hill country of Texas, Austin, it's our man, Retrofit Sports, Hook 'em, it's Rue. And from Tucson, Arizona, the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast is Kuiper AZ. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Cowboy fans? Welcome to the Cowboy Up podcast. Y'all know what the day is. Today is Tuesday. Say, man, we ready to rock and roll today. Everybody's running a little behind schedule. Mikey's in here, but you know he shares the post, the page to a lot of fan clubs, so he'll jump right back in. My man 21, Armando 21, is still under the weather from being shot in his drive-by trying to steal tacos. I'm just playing. He was not stealing tacos.
He wasn't stealing no damn tacos, man.
He didn't get shot. Hey, when he made the TikTok, he said, "Brothers get shot every day." And he killed me, and he tagged me.
That was funny. That was
Like,
funny. He was talking about
like I'm the
how
one.
you called him.
Yeah, like I'm the one who shot him. I was like, "Look, man."
No, you will get shot every day, man. You'll be all right.
Yeah,
You tough, ain't you? You tough.
yeah, yeah. You get shot every day.
You're gonna
But
die, bro.
yeah, but no, man, y'all send a little prayer to 21.
Yeah,
He,
for sure.
he doing better, man. He doing better. He just had a little surgery, and he battling through that, man. He getting back, man. They the comments already got him, man. Corner talking about taco
Taco
stealing.
stealer.
My brother Ken talking about breakfast burrito. Remember down in
Oh
Austin?
damn, Ken. Ken. I don't know. I don't. What's funny is I don't know how he got the only blame, but I'm telling you right now, me and Mondo both looked at each other and looked at that last burrito, and we were like, "You trying to split that shit or what?" I cut it in half, bro. Cut it in half, bro. Let's go.
So
I'm
Ken,
sorry, Ken. I'm fully guilty in that with him as well because I ate that shit. I honestly I don't feel that bad because you get to have that a lot more often than I do. Them shit's good, man. I'm telling you, if Chris made it, I'm eating it, bro. It is what it is.
what's up, Danny, my man, Giants fan? Remember Danny joined us a couple weeks ago, man. What's up, Danny? Appreciate you coming through. Hey, what Rue is talking about? We had a little spring break show, and
He said, "Now I know."
Man,
hey,
fuck that show.
we had a little
Fuck
spring
that
break
trip. Fuck
show.
that show.
Hey, pobrecito.
I cooked some chicken, and
Come verga, enanito.
that's
Ay,
another running joke of
yeah.
the show, me cooking chicken. And then I made some breakfast the next morning for the whole crew and my
Yeah.
brother. We was at his lake house. And Ken slept in. And I said, man, let me make him a couple breakfast burritos and I set them to the side. Well, 21 and Rue was like, man, there's some more food in here. so so
Bro,
Ken didn't get the get the breakfast that
bro,
morning.
Ken came back. He was like, "Hey man, where them burritos at?" Me and Mondo. Me and Mondo. My bad, dog.
As the smoke bellowed out their mouth. It's just-
No, and what's worse, man, if you go back to that episode, bro, it was so funny. You see me get up like 6 times to go eat chicken out of the damn tin that it was in the kitchen. Bro, I
yeah.
probably got up and you see me come back with chicken. And I'm telling you right now, I don't even like chicken like that. Like, I don't even really like ask my wife. If she saw me eating chicken like that, she'd be like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Look, Chris made it."
It's, it's funny though. But look, man,
So,
hey, I didn't do my normal introduction. Let's do this right, man. I'm sorry, man.
you're
To my
right. You're
left,
right. Well, we were
right.
waiting. We were waiting. Now we're good.
To my right, to my left, from left, for right. It's my man from the hill country, man, the capital city, Austin. Hookem. It's my man, Retrofit Sports. Rue, man, how was your weekend, baby?
And it was great.
Mhm.
It was great. I can't complain whatsoever. It's been a hell of a weekend. And Murray State and Louisville took care of business, and I got paid. I'm not mad. I am not
Fuck
mad,
Louisville.
bro.
Fuck
I don't. Did they
Louisville.
beat y'all this year? I didn't even know they kicked y'all out. I didn't even know that.
They
Sorry, I
kicked
didn't know
our
it was a sore subject
ass.
for you. I'm
They
talking about
kicked
today.
our ass.
They almost cost me money
Uh,
today, bro. They're up 6-3.
uh,
I need 3 outs today. They're up
that's
six to
what.
three. I need 3 outs. These motherfuckers giving me heart palpitations and shit. I'm like, bitch, really? You gonna blow this now? But they covered. I mean, they were.
Happy Father's
I
Day,
had a
big
run to
dog.
cover, but still, I was sweating that shit at the end.
I feel you, man. And from the great state of Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, man, it's our man, Mikey. Ah, 20. What's up, Mikey? How was your weekend, brother?
Oh man, it was good. It was great. Uh, God is good. Uh, always come with that. Had a great Father's Day weekend. So had my son all weekend. That's something that very near and special to me. You guys don't know, but yeah, man, Father's Day was cool. It's just a little too hot. I was gonna do a tri-tip with carne asada. I took a nap in the middle of the freaking afternoon. I woke up and it's like 5:30, and I'm like, all right. So I go outside, and that didn't last about 2 seconds. I felt like Terminator 2 when she's holding onto the chain link fence to close the fucking door. And I was like, you know what? I want fried chicken. So we got some churches instead. I could only eat one piece anyway, but it was good.
Hey, I'm with Corner. I'm with Corner. You can eat that.
You know what? I try to keep it more proteins. You know what I mean? I could only eat a little bit. I can't be eating and that was my little cheat thing. I actually just be drinking protein shakes and just straight proteins, and then my greens come from my vitamins, man. I still adjusting, but it is what it is, man. How's everybody today?
Hey, he's on you right now, bro. He's on you.
Hey, like you could say that, but dude, my stomach is like this is a water bottle, right?
Uh-huh.
Like that. Like I can't drink. I used to deep throat this water bottle. I used to relax my throat and deep throat this water bottle, and it used to fall down. I used to relax. It's all about relaxing your throat and letting the water go through. I do these now.
Oh Lord,
Hey,
what are we doing?
That's
What are we doing right now?
Like, what the hell are we talking about?
Deep throating H2O.
No,
Mikey having flashbacks right now. What's wrong with you? Okay, somebody hurt you today?
You been locked up?
Y'all can talk about your chicken. Y'all could talk about your chicken on your own time. Matter of fact, I thought you ever gonna need a fucking room.
And it comes out. He's mad about the damn chicken. He's mad. You still sour about that. It's not your fault, bro. I think I make mean ass wings too, but if Chris is at my house, that motherfucker will be making chicken.
No. I needed my mesquite grill. Golly. Golly, Christopher Lee.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
We can have a chicken truce on this show. Okay.
Nah, dude. I like making it a thing because it's a thing, man. And I'm more pissed that, but that's another thing. Not making it that trip. So anyway, what's up?
Hey, brother. you just threw me and Rue off, man, with the deep throat thing. I was just like, just say you pounded water, or you drank it.
I don't know if that's any better, Chris.
And at least you doing the pounding.
Pounded that water bottle, boy.
I pound the shit out of some water.
Yeah.
Well, I used to pound water, and now drinking water is a thing, man. So,
dude, okay. I just
I say, man, if you don't know about water, your lady's gonna be upset.
Yeah, that woman is 80% water. Welcome to the Cowboy podcast. Yes. Like, subscribe.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Can you tell it's the off season? Can you tell?
I like catching up with the fellas before the show, man, because you go like this from Mikey. It's just you never know what he's gonna say, bro. You never know.
Nah, but I hope you guys had you had a good Father's Day weekend, Chris. And
let me tell you about let me tell you what I had. So I was like, man, I'm sleeping in. I ain't gonna do nothing today, because hey, everybody back in Texas, so I'm out here in Cali. So my plan was just to chill all day, man. The wife come in there with the breakfast in bed. I'm like, all right, here we go. Had a little breakfast in bed, and then later on, a couple hours later, she said, okay, you ready for your spa treatment? I say, oh, spa treatment. So we get the facial, get the y'all see the look clean haircut.
I'm about to say, I was gonna say the beard looks a little crisper today, man.
It's all crisp, the little massaging of the beard.
Is the juices and berries or what?
Yeah. It's natural juices and berries.
There you go.
Yeah, natural juices. Man, I'm sitting there chilling. I was like, I almost went to sleep. It was feeling so good.
Chris, your mom's gonna hear. Lower.
It's a facial, dog.
It's a facial. Hey, the AOs is there, right? the other kind, the public one. Okay, so then so then that night, man, she go out there and fire up the grill. My wife fired up the grill herself. Threw some steaks on the grill. Hey man, it was a wonderful Father's Day for me. Then my grandson sent me a video message, and it sounded just like this: "Happy Father's Day." And then his mom in the background say, "I love you." He said, I love you."
Yeah.
I was like, "I love you." What the? All of a sudden, we don't speak English now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
crazy.
Well, happy
yeah.
Father's Day, Chris, for real, man.
Oh man,
Happy
appreciate
Father's
Yeah,
it.
Arbor Day is before Father's Day, but at least we got it. Hey, did you get new underwear? Hell yeah. We needed a refresher on that.
My daughter sent me money for the new hats, and I told her, I said I wanted her to get them, and she was like, "No, I want you to buy them." And I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna wait till the move happen. I don't want the hats to get lost in trend." You know what I mean? I'll be mad if Seattle hats are in Tampa. So she sent me money so I could buy new hats. Because the first thing she say, "What do you want for Father's Day?" And I was just pause on the phone. I'm like, really? I said, "What do you buy me every Father's Day?" She said, "A cowboy hat." I said, "Okay, that's what I want." She said, "You want one or two this year?" I said, "I'll take whatever you get me." So I sent her pictures of the hats I wanted, right? And so she sent money for both. So shout out to Taylor Brianne Lee.
Shout out.
Hooking up our pops and stuff like that.
Oh, and then this time of year, you could get like last season stuff at like lids for like 50-75% off. You get run out with full hats for the price of one. So just saying.
Yeah, so we had a good day, man. It was good. And let's talk. Y'all want to talk a little cowboy football? Y'all want to talk a little cowboy football?
That's what we do.
Training camp is what, Rue? Ain't it 3 weeks away now?
Oh, we're close.
All the other nonsense is over.
So close.
All the other nonsense is over, man. And now it is time. It is countdown time. It is countdown time. Countdown time. Everybody got through OTAs and everything healthy. Everybody's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we still on standby for the Micah contract and everything like that. Which we know as Cowboy fans, it's to be expected.
Par for the course.
Mikey, say it one more time.
Par for the course.
So I'm just like, man, look, if you worried as a Cowboy fan that the Cowboys hadn't signed Micah yet, bro, you shouldn't be. Micah's gonna be fine. And I was looking over the list. The Cowboys got 30 new players on their team, bro. 30.
Beautiful chef's kiss. I like where you're going with this. I really do.
Players. And Mikey, we was talking about culture, right? So I'm gonna lead you into this question, Mikey. Is those 32 players a culture change for you?
It's not the same, guys. Yes, it's a culture. It's a big change. 30 play. That is more than 55 to 60% of your team or what you got on the field, including training camp. Remember, it's a 53-man roster, but that addresses the lack of depth we had last year. It shows that our offense is doing something.
Mikey, hold on, Mikey. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, shit.
Hold on 1 motherfucking second.
He was telling you to wait. He didn't
I got two screens.
He didn't give a damn. He saw you.
I told you. I called it. I called it. I called it. I'm going to change my shirt now.
First of all,
I'm going to change my shirt.
If you don't know him, you should know him. Yeah, the host of the Cowboy Huddle is G. the number one fan, Hampton. What up, G?
What's happening?
What's dude? I feel like crying right now.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
I think I got an echo, guys. Is there an echo?
Oh,
Just,
I don't know. I feel like crying right now, bro.
not on our end. I don't hear you on our end.
Okay.
So what's
I love
found
this.
you guys. I found you guys.
I love this. I love this
That's
so much
crazy.
right now. I feel like crying, bro.
That's too funny.
Sorry, it's my yeah, it's the surgery. It's the surgery.
Hey, G, you didn't turn him into Mr. Sensitive.
That is actually nuts.
G, how you don't know what to make Mike cry? How you do that, bro?
Say, we got one. Me and my boy, we like this, man.
I love hey man. Without this man right now, this doesn't happen. So we've always given him credit. Like he's the one that put us on, showed us the yellow brick road, and we found Oz. So I miss you, G, for real,
Say,
man.
hey,
My
man,
dog.
Let me tell you how this came about, right? Let me tell you how this came about.
Well, hold him up. I'm getting an echo. Something's going on with me. But go ahead and talk, brother. Go ahead.
So we was on Talking Crazy with Cowboy Corner with Mike. Y'all see Mike on the show all the time, right? And I told Mike, I said, Mike, this is the first time me and G been on the screen together in over a year and a half. And he was like, huh? I said, dude, it's been a year and a half since I left the show and everything. I say it felt good. I was like, well, fuck. I say, man, it feel good to see G and those tones of in the voice, G Hampton, that southern gentleman.
That southern draw. His draw. Thick ass draw like his.
You muted yourself, G. You muted, G.
You're muted.
I'm getting an echo. I don't know what's going on, but hold on, guys. Oh, y'all keep talking.
On our end, you sound good though. Like on our end, you sound good. You sound good.
Okay, y'all keep going. Let me try to fix this.
There is like a little delay, but you sound fine.
Yeah. So yeah, man. And when we was on Corner Show, and I was like, I text G. I say, man. Matter of fact, last week, remember we kind of mentioned it last week.
Yeah.
So I texting G while we on the show. I say, G, what's up, man? He say, man, I'm out here cutting the grass. I was like, all right, cool. I say, well, man, next week, I'm gonna surprise the fellas, and I want you to come on, and we're gonna have a mini Cowboy Huddle reunion. So that's what we do. We having the Cowboy Huddle reunion slash Mondo. Mondo had a little surgery. He was stealing tacos. He got shot in a walk by.
Why you put that jacket on? Just because he looked like a cholo, just because he's brown. There's sensitive times right now, bro. Sensitive times.
He had his lokes on too dark, man. And talking about break yourself, fool. And hey, man, next thing you know what happened.
Hey, is that my guy? Retrofit.
What's good, baby?
That's rude.
What's good, man? Bro, it's been a hot minute, man. It's been a hot minute.
Y'all doing big things, man. All I can do is sit back and
Hey, man, I don't know about the big things. We was trained well.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's how that happened. That's how that happened.
It's all good, man. Hey, it's good to see you guys doing y'all thing, man. I mean, that's what the podcast was all about, man. All of us coming on, being content creators. Me and Mikey mic'd up doing Monday nights,
Yeah, man.
And
because it got a little crowded, and then man, wherever if Brandon is somewhere in the ether, get your ass out for real, man.
I did text him today. I texted him too. I was like, man, I'm gonna get a full show recap, right?
Yeah, like you guys could kick Rue out, and we could make it the whole fucking Cowboy podcast.
Mikey would love that. Mikey been trying to get rid of me since day one.
Why you always trying to
No
Mikey's
shit.
a
Like
hater.
that's the
Mikey's a
truest shit. That's the truest shit Ruin said. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Mikey's been trying to kick me
I
out
haven't been
since day
shy.
one.
I haven't been shy about that for a minute. So as you know, Gary, this makes the show.
Shit, it is what it is. If you keep giving me them silly ass bets, I keep winning so easily over you. This ain't gonna be a problem.
I was looking at my line because I'm gonna ship it to you because I'm getting a new one, and I was like, why did I take that bet on week 16? Like that's on week 18. That's the stupidest shit ever.
Ain't nothing changed since we left the show. Ain't nothing changed. These fucking
Hey,
arguments.
I see the love is the love is still strong, man. The love is still strong. I can tell right now.
Ain't no love. He's a tick in my side. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Both of them go at it.
A pebble in your shoe or a hemorrhoid is not good, bro. And I bet you my hemorrhoids are better looking. I swear.
So G, we had just started talking about everybody got out of training camp, OTAs healthy. It's a 3-week countdown to training camp and everything like that, man. How excited are you? Because I know we super excited, man. This is less than 100 days to the season. How you feeling about the all-season moves and everything from the Cowboys in your perspective?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say this here, man, and I'm still here getting this echo, but I'm gonna talk through this thing. But anyway, in the beginning, man, I was thinking about, here we got Brian Schottenheimer, and I went back to saying Jason Garrett. These are two of the same guys. I mean, what are we getting hyped about? These two guys that never had a head coaching job. But you know what? I had a chance to listen to a Hall of Famer, Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin, and I don't know if you guys watched his podcast, but what he shared when he had mentioned how they had invited all the legends.
Yep.
And I'm like, whoa. And then for him to give us the information, how everything went while he was there. So that kind of persuaded me to get on the hype train. So I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited. We got us an ex-receiver. We got a depth in the backfield. So, and it's a new offense, new defense. So we just have to see what it looks like, man, once we get started. But I'm excited, man, really.
Yeah, because I was saying, and I'm gonna go to you next, Mikey. I was saying when we got Pickens, we were back in the fight. It just seemed like we was going into a fight with a knife. Everybody else had guns and machine guns, right? And I was just like, okay, Jerry, when the draft came around, everybody had the first round receiver in their mind. Everybody, including our show, everybody, hey, Cowboys is drafting the receiver first round. And you go through the rounds, and they didn't get the first receiver to, was it round 6? Was it 6?
They didn't draft the receiver. They
Yeah,
didn't draft the receiver at all.
No, yeah, I'm talking about, I'm sorry, running back. Look who's in the comments. Dude that got shot.
21.
Yeah.
21.
It would be the huddle if you were here. Like, what's up? Like,
but like I was saying, they didn't address the receiver thing, right? So, right after the draft, I ripped the Cowboys a new ass. Okay, I ripped them apart.
What was you saying? The whole before, because yes, you like blue, but what was you saying before the draft?
Basically what I was saying is, man, you got to get somebody to establish in the backfield, right? Because I was looking wide receiver, running back, one, two, the first 2 rounds, right? And we went totally opposite. We went guard, defensive end in the first 2 rounds, right? And you were thinking, what the hell? So Mikey, so since it's settled down, we're going into training camp now. Are you were just about to talk about it? Are you happy with the roster as it is now?
I am. I am. Like, I want all these pundits and all these people that shit on the front office. Last year was last year, but this is this year. And like I said, this is the all in we wanted last year. If you see, like you said, there's 30 new players on our roster. That means of course, they had to fill up those spots, but I believe we got quality players and quality depth and a lot of depth. I like our linebacker. This Sanborn kid is gonna be something. Oh, getting Dante Fowler is huge. Re-signing Cavante Turpin is huge. It's huge for us and what they've done, and not just getting George Pickens, but making us a viable threat for the NFC's crown and making the playoffs. Like you said, we were running around with a doll-ass knife in a gunfight compared to the Philadelphia Eagles, because like it or not, that's what we got to compare ourselves to. The damn champions. As much as that's throw up in our mouth, that's the bar that's been set, not just because they won the Super Bowl, but in the manner they won the Super Bowl, the manner they ran the season, and they managed quarterback ran with Saquon, used that running game in the way they did it. And that's the blueprint, and like, props to them, but I hate saying it, and that's just the way it is. I would have asked G something, but you already know.
He's popping back in. He's having an echo. He said he wanted to get out.
Yeah.
So, Rue, while we're waiting on G to get back, are you happy with the turnover right now going into the training camp? 30 new players on the roster, bro. 30 new players on the roster. The Cowboys is changing the coast. Are you happy, or you think we still missing a few spots, man? What do you think, Rue?
For me too, it's not only about the new pieces, but it's about the pieces I'm getting back. I'm getting so much back that I lost, and a lot of these guys are still new, because we thought with last year with Sam Williams, that was going to be the year we saw him pop, right? Like we were going to see him take that next step, become that guy, whatever. We were hoping he was going to take over for D-Law anyway. So that now it's like, not only do I have him, I've got Nealand, I've got Donovan Izaraku, I've got Peyton Turner, who was a former first-round pick, which, we've said it in the beginning of the show, like in the show that we talked about him, he's a pickup guy. But at the end of the day, it's a new body, and it's somebody I'm going to see. How many of these 30 guys am I going to keep? It remains to be seen. We'll find that out through minicamp, but ultimately, there's a lot of meaningful pieces. Dante Fowler, like Mikey just said, is a huge piece to get back.
Yeah,
that's a huge piece to get back.
I like that 13 on him too. It looks good.
He's a veteran. He's coming off the best season he's ever had. And at the end of the day, he knows this team. He knows the locker room. He knows the area. He probably still has a place where he hangs out here. Like, he was only here a year ago, and he was here for a couple years with Dan Quinn.
What? Sorry. I would argue it's the best 3 seasons he's ever had since he's got on the Cowboys.
Ultimately,
you know what I mean?
Ultimately, it's just to double down that Dante Fowler is a valuable asset to get back onto this team. The biggest difference between this year and last year is that last year I felt like shit throughout this entire process. Did any of you feel good about last season? I sure as shit didn't.
What did I call it?
In my mind, I was like, this is a 500 football team. We have done nothing to get better. Why would I expect in a league that has literally stood for not for long that I'm just going to continue to win 12 games because Dak Prescott's my fucking quarterback? That's not how this works when you put nothing around him. When your O-line is obviously decimated by the result of what you saw from it and the fact that you only have CeeDee Lamb and 0 run game, what else do you expect? You're in a tough division. Shit, 2 of the guys from here went to the NFC Championship game. So that kind of explains itself, doesn't it?
That's like 4 of us. That was like 4 of us. Biotis, Armstrong, Fowler, Noah Brown. Like, yes.
Ultimately,
and Kellen Moore.
The fact that you got 7 wins out of this team with all of the injuries, and Just to go through it, Micah Parsons, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb missed a couple of games. Your offensive line missed a few games in different places. You had the loss of Marshawn Nealon. You had the loss of DeMarcus Lawrence. You had the loss of Sam Williams. You had the loss. I mean, you were down to like fifth string defensive ends.
Yeah.
I'm getting all that back and then some, and it's like you finally did something. I brought in a true number 2 wide receiver in George Pickens, which we, this is how we do it. We do it through the trade. And it's, and really I blame myself and I blame all of us for kind of not foreseeing this happening anyway, because we had heard the rumors, but it's like when you don't draft one at all, and everybody's got us on Teteroa McMillan, but he goes to the, what was it? The Carolina Panthers, right?
Yeah,
I believe so.
He went to the Panthers.
Yeah. And then you're looking down the line, and it's like, okay, it's going to be Golden. It's going to be Golden. He's been here. Guard. Typical Cowboy shit. And we're like, all right, we're going to get a repeat. And all of us, I think in Chris's mind, it's like, all right, we're going to do the same shit we did last year.
Yeah.
We're just going to allow him to draft and do nothing.
Right.
But now that you're seeing George Pickens, and now that you're seeing, what they did, it's like, okay, I see the plan now. But ultimately, it comes down to a couple things, too, because there's a lot of question marks. As happy as I am with everything, there's still question marks in key places.
Yeah. Question to you, G. Question to you. Okay. All right. So they made the moves. They made an impact that we've been begging for. Okay. Remember last year, before training camp started, we was begging for a running back. Remember that? Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, we're gonna do this committee shit. We're going to do this committee shit. And I was just like, no, don't do. I hate committee running backs. I'm old school. Feed the beast. Let's go. Whoever's going to be the main guy, give him the freaking ball. Okay. So remember coming into this season, we all know we need a receiver. And we didn't get one. And that's why I went crazy on them until they got Pickens. So how are you feeling now, man? Because they actually addressed, are they listening to us? Are they listening to the Cowboy Huddle? Are they listening to the Cowboy podcast? Are they listening to Talking Corner?
Yeah.
I mean, Talking Crazy. Cowboy Corner. Are they listening?
Or the Frisco Report?
The Frisco Report. Are they listening now, bro?
Hey, I really think they are, man. I think they are. What's up, Cowboy Corner Mike? What's up? You know what? Let me say this here, man. Brian Schottenheimer been saying he been preaching one phrase, and it's been about culture. And I kept saying all this culture stuff, stop with the culture stuff. But I believe everybody is buying into the culture. Okay. And with that being said, man, I think they are listening, because if you think about, look at the depth at our running back. Look at the depth at the receiver. We still got to find a number 3 receiver. Who's going to be this number 3 receiver? I mean, we got depth at linebacker. We got depth at safety. So like Michael Irvin said, he said something. He said 2 things that they're doing with this organization. They're using pressure and they're being competitive. Everything they're doing in their practice and in the organization, everything is about competition and it's about playing under pressure. So I think that's a good ingredient for this team, because it's something that we were lacking. So, I'm buying in, and I think they're listening to us, man.
Cowboy Corner, welcome to the show, man. Good to see you. How was your Father's Day? I forgot. I didn't even ask G. G, before we go to Corner, how was your Father's Day, man? We asked everybody. How was
Happy Father's Day, man.
This is the first time I was actually at home with the kids. The last 2 years I've been on a cruise, and my kids been foaming that I've been on a cruise for the 2 years that I've been gone. So this year I was able to stay at home, man, and kind of hang out with the kids, man, and we had a great time. It was great. Just been around family's enough for me. You know what I mean?
Hey, G. Well, G, what kind of car did you have in front of the damn stadium promoting the damn show? What was it?
It's a Camaro.
It was a Camaro.
No, that was a Lamborghini.
It was a Lamborghini. This dude was in a Lamborghini in front of the stadium. It was like, dude, hey, he ain't going through no midlife crisis. He just got it like that, right?
No, No, that's my retirement. When the kids are grown and gone, I can go back to a convertible and do me. No, it's a Camaro, man.
Camaro, you put your hair in the wind, right?
So, corner, how was your Father's Day, corner? How was it, man?
It was easy, man. It was simple. I did the grass on Saturday. I told the wife, I said, just cook me dinner. I said, don't buy me nothing. Buy me something when we go to Tejas. I'll be home. We leave tomorrow afternoon. I will be in Gainesville, Texas for a few days, and then I'm going to shoot it down to Tyler and go to Lake Palestine and go on the lake for a few days. So
very nice.
I'm ready to get my tan
Catch some
on.
fish.
Yeah.
Catch some fish, Bubba. Catch some fish.
You getting back to the great state of Texas.
I can't wait. I'm going to get me an Alsos burrito. I'm going to give me some Armando. I'm going to get me some Whataburger. All right.
He did a Whataburger TikTok. We looked at it and rolled eyes. Like, we all know what you care about.
I think you missed what he said. He said all sups burrito. So that's the country boy.
All
him that all sups.
All subs.
Yeah, and then give me some taco casa while I'm there too.
Hey, can't miss with no taco casa, brother.
Man.
Hey, when 21 go into town, he want In and Out and he want Waffle House and Lisa's
There's
chicken.
no waffles.
Lisa's chicken, really?
Yeah.
Oh, golden chicken. That's what I usually get.
When he used to come to the crib when I was in Arlington, I used to stop by Lisa's and get some wings, right? So we been in the man cave just pounding beer. So I was like, we need some food with this. And I bought some Lisa's chicken, and he would been crazy. Every time he go to Dallas, he want Lisa's chicken now. So
that's what's up.
So corner. Now the question to you: 30 new players on the team. 30 new players. Less than 3 weeks into training camp. Are you happy with the Cowboys roster as it stands now? Or are you looking for another addition to the Cowboys roster at this time, brother?
Man, if anybody's saying they're happy with defensive tackle outside of Oso Digizua, you're fooling yourself. If anybody's happy with cornerback outside of Deron Bland, you're fooling yourself. If anybody's happy with safety position outside of no names, you're fooling yourself. Malik Hooker's longer in the tooth. Donovan Wilson. I don't know what you're saying. Israel Mukuamu. That doesn't really move the needle for me.
Love me some Mukuamu. I love what you can do with the.
And you like fried chicken on a bypass too. Mm-hmm.
I don't have a bypass. I got a sleeve.
Yeah, bypass sleeve. That's what you got. But anyway,
damn.
I think I'm not, and with the linebacker crew, with the we got running back, all new faces, linebacker, all new faces outside of what's his name? Maris Luafau. Yeah, I was outside of Maris Luafau. So there's a lot that needs to happen. Am I optimistic with Schottenheimer and drinking that Kool-Aid? 100%. But how can he get these positions that are big question marks and go to work? Now, I will say this. I'm not going to go long-winded, I promise. Last year, we needed a running back. We got old Zeke, right? This year, we got Chevelle at corner. We got some different younger pieces that versus betting on the old stuff, right? So I like the approach, but I need to see how this thing plays out. But I still got us winning 12 games, if that tells you anything.
Oh, okay.
Well, I must be a fool. If I like Toya, I like what they did with getting Solomon Thomas. I like the depth, and I'm gonna like the Rodgers is still on. We're still doing the wait and see with Mozzie Smith. This is his third year, and if he ain't the dude, he ain't the dude. This is it.
Hey.
And I think our pass rush is gonna make what our cornerbacks do. Deron Bland is Deron Bland, which is solid. What's going on with Elam out of camp? It's sounding great. I get it. Buying into the culture, hearing everything, looking at that, the seeing the pig on the lipstick. We don't know until we see. But for right now, and Aquamu, you just said it. He could play safety and cornerback. And you guys forget what he did as a slot corner against Tom Brady in that playoff game. He played a magnificent game. I just watched it. I was like, man, what Kwame can do it. He's a big guy. And two, this is his fourth year in the league. He's not going to grow as a player. And Wanye Thomas, like, we got depth. We got dudes. And sometimes, like, the big piece of the pie is Micah, CD, Dak. Everything else is the topping. So that's where it's the great value.
Yeah, that's a callback, G, for us. I was saying that the Cowboys is always shopping for great value there at Walmart instead of Target shopping. And it would drive me crazy. Go ahead, Ruth.
I will say one thing though. Does Solomon Thomas move the needle more for you than Jonathan Hankins did? Because Jonathan Hankins made a difference on the interior of the D line. He did. There was that for that short time we were able to use him because of his availability. When he was next to Oso Digizua, Oso was leading the league in rushing tackles. Like, he was one of the best rushing D tackles in the league. When Oso Digizua has the right player next to him that can give him the support that he needs, he's a very successful player in this league. And I think that Solomon Thomas brings that. He can bring that veteran presence that makes it work, man. Because if Jonathan Hankins can make a difference, you're telling me Solomon Thomas can't? I think Solomon Thomas is better than Jonathan was.
Well,
I got Solomon Thomas right here. You want to talk to him? You want to talk to him? Right here. Right here. Thanos. He looked legit.
I'm very confused. Y'all are fighting with dolls right now. What is happening?
Just like me, you played with a bunch of guys who was cock diesel and couldn't play a lick of football. I don't give a damn how you look. I want you to play football. So G, I got a question for you, baby. I know.
Yeah.
I'm less than 2% on my boy Mozzie. Okay. This is such a prove it. I said on this show, it's a possibility Mozzie may get cut in training camp. I said it.
You did. And when you said it, I thought that's blasphemous. I did.
But think about it though. Okay, he's a number one pick.
It's possible. It's possible.
Absolutely nothing. So what do you think about Mozzie? Is he on his last straw with you?
Is that to me?
Yeah.
I thought this was the news outlet.
That question to me.
Yes. Just like the news.
Okay. Dude, I'm having difficulties. I don't know. Am I freezing up on you guys? Because
go ahead, go.
No, you good.
We'll let you know. Just keep doing it. Okay, so I'm going through some things over here. It's all good, but you know what? Let me say this here, man. Mozzie, when we made the pick, I was like, what? What are we doing? But at the same time, I wanted to try to give him an opportunity to prove himself. Nate Newton said it best about Mozzie. He said he does too much guessing, and his first step is too slow. And I was thinking throughout the process of these years that he's been here, he was going to get better. But I don't know, man. I mean, like we talked about Hankins. Hankins was one that we're going to miss. Mozzie, I don't know if he can keep his weight up, man. It's something missing. But let me say this about Mozzie. I'm going to say this season is going to be a season where he has to prove it. He has to prove himself. This is not a Matt Eberflus guy. It's not his guy. So he probably won't waste his time with him. So, like I say, again, the whole team knows that this is all about competition. Nothing's written in stone. Everybody has to fight for a position. And that's what I love about the team this year, because we have so many players. We got a plethora of players that's all fighting for the number one spot, the number two spot. So a plethora.
This season, I believe Mozzie is going to have to be one of those that he's going to have to prove himself. If not, he's going to fall at the back of the line. It just did. We can't keep babysitting. We can't.
The reason I say this, I mean, a lot of people get hung up on first round picks. You know, a lot of teams, if the first round picks ain't working out, they get rid of them and start all over. Okay. And the Cowboys like to hang on to them, you know, like they hung on the taco too long, you know. They hung on to what's that boy name? God, I can't think it was on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, but
Mo Claiborne.
Mo, thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Mo Claiborne, you know, and I was just like, sometimes it's okay to move on, right? You made you're not gonna hit 100% on every pick. You're not. And sometimes, even when they drafted Mozzie, I was in Kansas City, me and 21 in St. Louis, Joe. And when they drafted Mozzie, and y'all know I'm a Michigan guy, and the first thing I said is, who? Mozzie? I had Mozzie slotted in the second and third round, you know, and I was just like, okay. And somebody talked me off the ledge, and they was like, no, he's gonna work out. And I said, Mozzie was never on skates in Michigan. Every game he played for the Cowboys, he was on skates. And if y'all don't know what skates is, if you're an offensive lineman blocking a defensive tackle,
don't you dare.
He's going backwards faster than Mikey's weight. Hey.
Fried chicken, that's different.
No, but what G said is totally correct. It's not when he's in the water, it's his start to jump off. To get in the water, you know what I mean? He's the slowest one out the gate. It's not that he doesn't have the strength. It's not that he's not. It's just he has a slow get off, and he gets beat with these savvy offensive linemen. They just get at him.
Yeah. So, Ruth, I know we've been beating this dead horse about Mozzie at that one technique. Okay. Osa do need help. Osa got paid. We love Osa. We love his production on the field. But that one tech and two technique position is driving me absolutely fucking batty. So what's my solution, Ruth? Give me something to look positive for in training camp. Give me something, Ruth.
You know what's messed up is I really can't. And I'm not even gonna lie, I stole this from somewhere. I heard it on Sirius. I can't remember which show it was, so I can't give you credit. It was probably on one of y'all. But either way, when I really sat down and I really think about that one tech, how many teams have a true, like, solid, reliable one tech? A guy 330, 340, 6'3". How hard is that to find?
There's two of them in our division. There's two of them.
It's extremely hard. Jalen Carter's don't fall out of Jalen Carter's don't just fall out of the sky.
Dexter
Guys
Lawrence
who can
too.
move at that spot are hard to come by. And really, the fact of the matter is, man, when we toss this back and forth, like when you're looking at players like Micah Parsons or DNs. And then you're looking at that spot. That spot is extremely hard to find a guy that's a real just stump in the middle. It's not an easy position to fill. There's not a lot of teams that have a real, like, there's not that many Chris Joneses in this league. There just ain't. It's a position it's one of those positions that's in dire strait in most spots because the run game can be lethal if you're porous in that area, and that's what we've seen. But I really feel like it's going to be Solomon Thomas. With Mozzie, you're going to see him step in. You're going to be seeing him step in relief of him. I don't think we're keeping Mozzie after this year. That's what I believe. I don't think that I think what you're going to have to see from Mozzie is a drastic step in the right direction if you're going to keep him at all. I think they're just going to keep him for depth. He's a cheap contract. You've already drafted him in the first round, so you've paid your debt. They're going to wear him out throughout the end of this season, and then they'll let him go. And then they'll figure out something else at that spot. But I think they're going to drag their way through with Solomon Thomas, just like we saw with Jonathan Hankins. Will it work throughout an entire 17-game stretch? I don't know, but that's the scenario that I see playing out here. I don't know if Mozzie's going to take that next step. Hopefully, that's what we need. That's what we need him to do, to be that guy, to make Solomon the reliever and him the true stump in the middle. and to be the reliever that Oso Digizua needs. But I don't know if that's what you're going to get from him this year. I don't see it.
G was first. Go ahead, G.
No, but I just want to say this. But do you guys not think that the kid we got from UCLA, Toya, you don't think Toya is that he's 6'3"? Yeah, he's 6'3", 340. I mean, the reason he fit. Now, let me just say this: what I found out about him. The reason he fell so far is because he did some kind of crazy stunt at the college, and it was more like some kind of aggressive thing he did, and he kind of threatened a few people, and he kind of fell in. But this kid is 6'3", 340. Solomon Thomas, he's about 285, I believe. I don't even know if he's breaking 300.
Much smaller,
but
he's 295.
Yeah. So,
but he's just muscle. He's cheap.
Yeah, but we need somebody that's like we talk when Chris is talking about that one technique. We're talking about someone that's going to draw a double team. That is what you want with you got to keep your linebackers free. And one thing about Kenneth Murray Jr. he said, I take it personal because of the rap that the Dallas Cowboys got last year of how bad they got ran on. So he said it's his job to make sure that he plugs the holes that's necessary. But again, in order for that to happen, you have to have a big guy. I just don't know, Rui, if Solomon Thomas is going to be able to draw a double team. And that's what we were looking for.
From my understanding of how Matt Eberflus wants to run the thing, from my understanding of it, he's going to be relying mostly on these linebackers. These guys he's going to use speed and he's going to use lightweight in the middle. That's his plan.
Linebackers can't do anything.
But what I'm saying is he's basically going one-on-one up front and having the linebackers come through. That's his game plan in terms of what I understand. He's more linebacker centric when it comes to stopping the run than it's going to be from the middle. Who's going to draw that double team? You don't really have anybody on this defensive line that's going to draw that double team, from what I understand, other than Micah Parsons. I mean, outside of Micah Parsons, who is it? I don't know. I don't think there's anybody. Now, when it comes to the kid from UCLA, I mean, what was he?
That's the 4-3 scheme, though.
But right,
no,
he was sixth round pick, no,
6, I believe, 6 or 7,
sixth or seventh. So
seventh
round pick. I mean,
we got Jada,
7th round pick. So I mean, that's a hope and a dream at a 7th round pick. I mean, the size, the measurables, I love it. Please let me hope that he is the next Vita Vea. Stick him up front in the middle.
There we go.
I'll be happy as shit.
Yeah,
but
wow,
if I'm talking about Mozzie Smith, I don't. If you're just asking me flat out what I expect from Mozzie Smith, I expect him to be filler. I expect him to be a reliever. I don't think they're going to keep it.
Go ahead, Mikey. Finish
so like when the Cowboys were dominant, when they're doing their thing, they had a rotation. It was Jimmy Jones, Tony Casillas, Leon Lett, Russell Maryland, Chad Hennings, right? And they weren't 70 snap guys. These were 15 snap guys. And I think this is what we need. Get Toya in for 11 snaps, Marzi in for 12 snaps, Charles Rogers in for 12 snaps. This is what I believe their depth at DT is gonna be. Yes, and the thing with Mozzie is he was picked in the first round, and he is who he is. He's not who we thought he was gonna be. Now we need to get over it. Use him for the 10 to 15 snaps. We're gonna use him. Let him use all his energy. Tell him, look, this is how much snaps you're gonna get. Be hungry. Go balls to the wall. Go ape shit. But back in the day, we didn't. Maybe Leon Lett turned into that. Russell Maryland was that guy. But at the peak, it was a rotation of guys. And I do like Toya. I like what he can bring in. And the Vita Vea comp, that's what we want, especially when we see a Polynesian player and we see the hair. But for 15 snaps, I'll take it.
Yeah, the corner. Your thoughts? Mike, your thoughts?
The only thing Mozzie needs a snap on is a Slim Jim. Get him off this team. That's it. Get him out of here.
Slim Jims.
Mike's so direct. It ain't no
But
cuddling, nothing. He coming straight at you. Go ahead, G. Go ahead. G, go ahead, Gary.
No, I'm just laughing, man. I'm just laughing, but when we talk about that front line, man, yeah, I'm with Mikey. You're gonna have to have a rotation. That's definitely got to have a rotation. And I think Mozzie will be on the snap count if he gets on the field. I just don't know. We can't. I know Jerry don't want to label him as a bust, but basically that's probably what he's going to end up being, is a bust, because we drafted in the first round. And I always say, when you're going to draft the first round, you want them to be able to contribute somewhere during his tenure with the team. But this hadn't been the case with Bonnie. So how long are we going to spend time with Bonnie? So
you can't spend a lot of time with someone who don't love football.
And that's the biggest thing. You're right on for that.
That's true.
When people tell you they don't love football, it's not something that you kept a secret. But people know, they see the difference. They're in the room with 90 guys and hungry guys, and there you could see the difference. And that's the biggest thing with Mozzie. But Chris, I want to hear your sexy voice on this issue. What do you think about the whole thing?
Like I say, I'm kind of on Cowboy Corners page with Mozzie right now. Y'all know I loved him so much at Michigan. God, you couldn't run at him. You couldn't run at him, and he get in the pros and he lose all that weight, and he didn't look the same, and he hadn't been the same. So and then when you, like G say, you don't love football, hey man, you in the wrong possession, you in the wrong profession, because you gotta love every ounce of this, when you play defensive tackle, because you gotta take the abuse. Because as a center myself, hey man, that's the battle right there. You in the trenches, you in there ready to fight and everything like that. So unfortunately, Mozzie hadn't been fighting. So that's what I think about it.
He's been fighting his inner demons. That's about it.
And let me say this, y'all remember.
Hold on real quick,
y'all. Y'all remember
the mama wanted
for everybody that played.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Eunice. Thank you, Miss Eunice. I promise not to cuss today.
Hey, Mike, she know you saying something you shouldn't.
That's why I promise.
She just wanted
to go to pray for him.
Yeah, Mama flew in today, so she in San Fran with me today. But look,
that's what's up.
So back to this. Okay, the reason I'm bringing all this up, man, is because training camp is around the corner, and I want to look for certain battles. So G, we're gonna start with you. Who is your battle you looking for in training camp, man, to win a job or a spot on this team? Who are you looking forward to see the most in training camp?
Man, this running back battle is number one. Because right now they're saying Miles Sanders is getting all the snaps right now. But and wait a minute, did y'all know? Were y'all aware? Rue, you gonna love this. Deuce Vaughn is getting more snaps than Jaden Blue. I need my
what? Wait. Well, say that again.
Yeah, it's happening. I was listening to that.
Say that again, G. G, say it again.
We had this debate years ago. Well, not a couple of years ago. But listen, Deuce Vaughn is getting more snaps than Jaden Blue. What? But listen, and there's a reason behind that, Chris. Well, now Rue should know this. Rue, I shouldn't have to say this. You should be educating us on this, and you know why he's getting those snaps. Well, let me say the reunion of Connor Riley and Deuce Vaughn.
Wow.
Who knows Connor Riley's scheme better than Deuce Vaughn?
Nobody.
Come on, Rue. Help me out, Rue.
Anybody.
Look, man. Look. This is all I'm gonna say. It's the underwear freaking Olympics, man. It's the underwear Olympics.
Don't tell Joe Randall that.
I've heard about Javonte Williams. I've heard about Miles Sanders. I don't want to hear this nonsense. Until these boys are in pads, I don't hear nothing. Until these boys are in pads and somebody get hit and I see my first fight, I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing because that spot is wide open. He might be showing him how they like to run things. He might, because he understands what the scheme is and because he's worked with this man before. Okay, fine. But come on, man. Am I really supposed to expect that Deuce Vaughn is the future of my run game? I can't help but kind of laugh and chuckle at that.
But Rue, let me say this. But Rue, every running back we got back there, they're all scat backs outside of Phil Maffa and Javonte Williams, and they're all scat backs, and we got to look at Clayton Adams. Clayton Adams, remember when he was at Arizona, who was his running back? James Conner. This is a different type of offense. We're not looking at the big pound and ground. You look at Clayton Adams and how he ran his offense, and now with Connor Riley. Again, they are using scat backs, and again, who knows the scheme?
I'm going to
better
say this
than.
I'm going to say this here and now. But you are going to see a rotation, and I'm betting by like third, fourth game, we're going to be seeing a lot more Blue and a lot more Mafu. That's what I expect. That's what I expect,
and that's true.
That's what I expect, and it ain't going to be Deuce. You're probably going to see Javonte or Miles, whichever one of them comes out in the beginning to lead the group in the beginning, and then one of these guys is going to pop. And honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if Mafu ended up taking over the whole damn thing. If he can pop enough,
that's true.
Maybe he might be too slow. If you can get the burst and second hand from Blue, I think it would work a lot better. Not to mention, he can catch passes out of the backfield like a monster. He'd be a perfect dump off guy for Dak Prescott. He is the perfect dump off guy for Dak
expectations or hopes? Expectation or hopes? Because
I rather he's done based on what I know how he plays.
I rather we could plug in anybody.
He runs off tackle.
I honestly rather have the best offensive line that we can put out there that anybody can tote the damn rock. Let's go. Let's take it back to 2014, 2015. That's what I'd rather have, bro.
Say, Corner been having this look on his face for the
Corner about to pop.
5 seconds.
Yeah, Corner don't like Maffa. Corner threw Maffa in the practice.
He don't like Deuce. He don't like Deuce.
That's like Corner's ideal running back.
Yeah, he don't
if we're just looking at size alone, Corner loves Maffa. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
He don't like Maffa. He put him on the practice squad.
So let's hear it from the horse's mouth then.
Go ahead, Corner. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I sat here for 5-10 minutes, whatever it was, listening to G. Hampton try to sell me Deuce Vaughn.
That's right.
Look, his name's Deuce for a reason.
You heard it first.
The Pomeranian lives.
We're going to be chunking up the deuces, pun intended, at the 90-man roster cuts. If Schottenheimer, Clayton Adams, and Connor Riley start Deuce Vaughn week 1.
I'm not saying start. We're not saying start.
How'd you start the conversation? You said he was getting more reps than
I said, guess who's getting Jaden Blue. Now, and we know it's practice.
Look,
practice.
There's zero reason why Deuce Vaughn is still on this team. Malik Davis should still be here, and Deuce Vaughn should have been cut. My three running backs against them nasty, stinky Eagles. Javonte Williams, Phil Maffa, and Jadon Blue, and that's on period. Those are the only.
What about Lukey? Where's Lukey stand on you?
Oh, fumble boy, get him out of here.
I'd keep it. I disagree. I bet. You know what's funny?
Lukey's gonna take a tight end spot.
I love that. I'm just about to say that. I swear, you're gonna see Lukey all over the field. You're gonna see Lukey at tight end. You're gonna see Lukey in the backfield. You're gonna see Lukey everywhere. Lukey's gonna be like our own little Taysom Hill.
I hope he's not gonna play quarterback. It's gonna be on the ground. It ain't gonna be in his hands.
It happened.
No,
when
not
they had-
Taysom Hill. The dude from the Niners. What the hell's his name?
Damn, corner. He only fumbled one time, corner.
That's all I need to
one
see.
time, corner.
That's all I need to see.
One fumble.
Yeah, you act like he's Tiki Barber or something.
One fumble.
Oh!
No, and you know what?
Christmas.
And honestly, that fumble was mismanagement from this freaking coaching staff because that man had
It was on the
ran
1
you
yard line.
50 yards down the field and got tackled on the one. You rushed him again, tried to rush him again, and he fumbled on the one.
That's his fault.
Because he got popped right after he ran 50 yards. He should have been sucking oxygen on the sideline.
So he ain't no
They
good for
punished him
50
after that,
yards.
too.
Get him out of here.
Yeah.
He's a damn
We don't need him
fullback.
for 50 yards. We need him for 2 yards.
The dude gets
Fullback.
2 reps a year, and he fumbles on his second rep that he got in a year.
Fullback.
So
Fullback that
corner.
just burst one. Fullback that
So
just let
corner.
him go for like 50 yards down the field. You're just gonna forget that happened.
You just gonna forget that he had one job?
All right, man.
Hey,
You only
corner.
gave him one
So-
jab. You only gave him one jab.
Bro, you can never be a GM. God bless you. You're gonna have a guy out there.
Yeah.
I stubbed my
Shots
toe.
fired.
That
And
motherfucker.
the way you
Get
run
him,
your
Mike.
team is the way Jerry Jones has run this
No.
team.
I'm not trying to fall in love.
Oh,
with
hang on
anybody,
he's
but
out
yeah.
there.
You hang on to mediocre players.
Absolutely not. It's
You
not about
wanted
that.
Dak Prescott signed. What does that tell you?
At that point, we had no choice. It was what it was.
Oh, you had plenty of choices.
We did not.
You chose to sign him.
No, don't go down that sinkhole. Don't go down. Don't let Mike take this fucking show and do this Dak Prescott shit. Because I
Right.
swear to God.
Hey, text me your address. I'll DoorDash you one piece of chicken to keep you quiet the remainder of the show.
Oh shit!
Who's he talking to?
Stop it.
Man, you get, hey, bro, you didn't get your ass. You get some
That's
tacos from Texas. Stop being mean. You're being very mean, Michael.
At the
Michael,
start of the show,
weird.
who's hungry, me or you?
G. Hampton, at the start of the show, he said he ate one piece of chicken, and this man had a gastric bypass. He is not supposed to be eating that.
I didn't have a gastric bypass,
Mikey.
bro. I had a gastric sleeve.
Yeah, Mike.
Ah.
Oh shit, that's serious. I didn't know you were serious.
Mikey.
What's up, boss?
Mikey. Come on, Mike.
One piece of chicken.
Stop.
I can't have chicken. It's a protein.
Mikey, you can't.
I thought you were just fucking
Mikey,
with him.
you can't go through a serious procedure like that and then go back doing to your old ways. Now you know I'm gonna stay on you.
Hey, you know that's good. That's brotherhood. That's brotherhood. But Mike,
That's right.
so you have Mozzie Smith cut. Nah, dude, I could grill chicken. I could eat a grilled chicken. But I had a fried chicken. Bro.
Oh, it's fried
Texas chicken. It's fried chicken. I had a piece of fried chicken, and I didn't even eat the whole damn thing. But I get
Hey,
it.
man.
So
When Chris makes
So that's what I get for having my big fat mouth. What was I gonna say? So Mike, you have Mozzie Smith cut and you have Deuce Vaughn cut, correct?
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Who else do you guys have cut?
Like, well, we didn't finish the battle question, but yeah,
No. Keep going with that. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Give it to
I got
somebody else.
everybody in an uproar, Chris.
Oh no, you know,
Yeah.
Bro, this is just another Tuesday.
This is barbershop talk.
another Tuesday on the
This is just
couch.
another Tuesday, bro.
This is nothing. Hey, when Corner gets to jabbing at Mikey, and then Mikey gets to jabbing back, and then Rue gets involved, it's just a normal thing.
The real violence was ruining him right now, bro. No, but pass that question around. My bad, boss.
So yeah. So Corner, what battle are you looking for in training camp coming up in a couple of weeks, brother?
Oh yeah,
Man, I'm looking at the number 4. Turpin's my number 3.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I'm looking at Turpin's my right in number 3, just because the contract extension that he got, and I think he's bigger than special teams. But I'm looking at Jalen Brooks. I'm looking at Jalen Tolbert. I'm looking at some of these guys that could really step up to the plate. Ryan Flournoy.
Paris Campbell. Wait, Paris Campbell is the last guy on here. But what do you think about him and Mingo?
Yeah.
There's a reason why he's a lost guy. It's Paris Campbell. Show me his resume. Oh wait, he don't have one because he sucks. All right. So then you got.
I'm not arguing for him. I'm just asking you, bro.
And then Jonathan Mingo, right? Those outside of Turpin, those are my Mingo, Tolbert, Flournoy, and Jalen Tolbert. Jalen Cropper? No.
We already got one. It's Turpin. Cropper and Turpin same.
We're still bringing up Jalen Cropper.
It's Moreno Cropper. Moreno. I just didn't get him yet.
You know what? So are you saying Mingo is better than Cropper?
Yes.
Are you saying Flournoy is better than Cropper?
Yes.
Really?
What? The other Cropper, he don't even have a harvest to crop. He ain't doing nothing.
Well, they played more regular season
Mingo
games than
ain't
him.
doing nothing.
You just
wait. M-I-N-G-O. M-I-N-G-O.
Wait, just wait. He's a second-round pick. We're talking about Jalen Moreno Cropper, who's a free agent. There's a reason why no one wanted his ass in the 8th round.
All right. So
go back and look at his highlights, my man. Hell, I see more highlights out of Cropper than I do Mingo and Flournoy.
Time out. You can't say go watch highlights because highlights are made for the player to look good. Period. That's why they call highlights.
I think he meant film. I think he meant film. Give him the benefit of the doubt. He meant film. Remember, he's our guest on this show.
Hey,
Warner.
I played Peace Talks 2 weeks ago.
What just happened?
He's buffering. I played Peace Talks 2 weeks ago, and that's why G Hampton's on the show. Cowboys Corner made the peace treaty.
We was already cool. We hadn't been on the show together.
Cowboys Corner made the peace treaty.
Anyway, Rue, your battle going into training camp. Who are you looking for to make a good showing for the season?
I mean, I've got more than one, but if there's a battle that I'm more interested than anything, it's the trenches. I want to know what this D line and O line look like. And I want to know who's
which one, the D line or the O line?
O line. I'm more focused on the O line than I'm focused on the D line because at the end of the day, with the D line, I can only get so much out of this part of the season, but I can see something out of the O line. And how are they holding up? Like how are they? Who's playing where and how are they holding up and what's the rotation? Because the O line is going to be crucial for our success this year. That's going to be what wins us football games this year because this O line has the potential to be a very, very, very good O line. I know it's young. I know we're putting a lot of faith in a rookie and an 8th round pick and in a second year player, and obviously Tyler Smith is now the leader of this offensive line. You know, he's the man, right? That's my best player. Yeah. Like Tyler Smith is up there on this roster. He did it in a very short amount of time, and it's a beautiful thing to see. But I really have a belief that this O line is going to be very productive. I think that Zach Martin was hurt last year, and we saw a difference in his play because it was the first time I ever saw that man look human ever.
Yeah, and Tomlinson.
And it's a tough spot to be in. But if this O-line is successful, if Dak Prescott has time to be Dak Prescott, this team will be very successful throughout the regular season.
All right, Mikey. What battle are you looking for, Mikey, going into
cornerback is one of the ones we're thinking about, but a lot of that has to do with injury. We'll see what happens. But I'm interested in linebacker. Very interesting. Overshown is hurt, and that's just another thing. But they're talking about this kid Sanborn, translating from the Bears down with Eberflus, and him being the guy, and then Murray as well. Dude, the Cowboys play good when we got a white linebacker. I don't know about y'all. That does matter. It just the aesthetics. It looks good. So. What's going to happen with Murray and Sanborn at the same time? When are we going to see Overshown? But what are we going to start with? What are we going to start? A smart, heady player, and that's what I'm interested for the sake of content. A big one, yes, of course. We got our wide receiver who's going to be the next guy, but my big one is Jack Sanborn and Murray, the new guys. What are they going to do with our defense? Who's going to be the captain of our defense? Who's going to call players? Who's going to reroute people? Who's going to be the extension of Eberflus on the field?
Okay, mine is the tight end room.
Yeah,
God,
there is so
Okay.
Man, I
many.
love you, Chris. I love you,
So
Chris.
many.
the tight end room has all of a sudden become a battle. Okay, out of 4 players, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 players. Okay, dude, it man, look who snuck through the back door.
Snap, son.
Congratulations once again, sneaking on your
Congratulations, Snake.
Congratulations. Thanks for following through. Look, I think the tight end room right now, because they've been talking about Spanford is been running with the ones. We don't know what Scooney's gonna do. Also, our starting tight end last year, not Jake Ferguson. Damn, why did I keep saying Jake Ferguson?
It is Jake Ferguson.
Jake Ferguson. Okay, Jake Ferguson. I'm thinking about the kid in
Dalton Schultz. You're thinking about.
Schultz. Okay, Jake Ferguson. I think Jake Ferguson, man, need to have a comeback year. He really do. I just think he played half-ass last year. Just like he was like missing a step the whole season. Then he got hurt. Another player that got hurt. Remember?
Yeah.
Another player that got hurt. Add to that whole list of players that got hurt. So mine is the tight end room, because man, they are really trying to get Spanford on the field, man, because he's such a big guy. The dude is basically an offensive. He's a left tackle, really, playing tight end. He's a big guy.
Yeah,
So I'm looking forward to seeing the tight ends. My second, if I had to choose, would be the dang offensive line with Rue. When he said it, I was like, yeah, I was going to them too, because you got to remember, Brock just signed a new deal. We drafted a guard, number 1. BB going on his second year. Tyler Smith is now the veteran. No, really, Terrence Steele is the veteran presence of the. You got to think about it. We're going by longevity in the league. Okay,
Yeah, but
Terrence
yeah,
Steele.
but
I know how y'all feel about him. I really know how Mikey feel about it. But he's another one, man, that needs to get off his ass and get that position locked down. Okay, because before he got the money, Terrence Steele played his ass off. When Terrence Steele got the money, Terrence Steele went to Terrence Aluminum, as Mikey called it. Okay, so I'm really looking. Hey, Rue, I'm with you. The Cowboys' offense is gonna go as far as the offensive line can take them. They really are, and that does include the tight ends too. That includes them. They're part of it, right? So, our head coach basically told everybody, "We're running the ball this year, y'all. We're gonna try to put it in the mouth, y'all." So,
absolutely, and it's not even just about that. The teams that we have to play, the Giants twice a year have a ridiculous defensive front.
Yes, sir.
The Eagles.
Last year they had one.
The Eagles twice a year.
yes.
Ridiculous defensive front.
Yes.
And even with I don't know about
The Charmanders do.
The Commanders have a good defensive front. I don't know about ridiculous.
They got Allen.
I don't know about ridiculous, but at the end of the day, it's led by Dan Quinn, and he knows this.
There you go.
So that's still something I have to deal with twice a year. So every defense that I'm coming up against is pretty damn good up front. So that offensive line has to be stout. It has to be.
It gotta be. And go ahead, Mike.
But for the sake of content for everything, I like that we all said something different. But like, I think it's hand in hand. And I said it earlier, we get that offensive line going, and our running back room handles itself. So a star will come out of that. Once and then this is going to what Corner was saying. Once we got Jaden Blue, Vaughn is gone. That's the scat back. That's who he is. All reality. I know what G was saying about him getting the snaps, but they're just trying to run a practice, so he knows the calls and everything. We didn't waste that pick and our great blue hope and waste him aside, and he's not going to be that. And the thing is that we're talking about, and we're not saying, just like how we're talking about Mozzie, now we're talking about Tyler. And I ain't talking about the middle Tylers. I'm talking about that outside Tyler. A lot is on his shoulders, and he's the difference from us being a good team to a great team.
Yeah, and I want to ask you this, Mike. I'm glad you brought up Tyler Guyton. That's who we talking about. You know, last year they had this. They sat him and didn't activate him for a game. Then they did activate him, and then he play a half, and then they put. My whole thing is now we need to really know what we got. We can't deactivate him. He's another number one pick. He got to play, Mikey. So, Mikey, are you comfortable with him over there on the left side?
Well, I'm comfortable and I'm confident in our coaching. Mm-hmm. And what is Cowboy Corner? And that's funny, G's here because G used to praise Mike Solari, right? And he's the one that sat down guiding. What did they do with Booker? Slapped him there to the loss of our boy Brock Hoffman, which we are homers for. They put the first round pick there. There was no jerking around saying, "Oh, you're going to be on the third team, then the second team, and then you're going to be on the first team." No, they straight put him there. And then this year, them putting freaking Guyton there, schooling him. It's going to be all good for him. Rumor has it that even DeMarcus Ware is going to camp and working with Tyler Guyton the same way our Tyron Smith worked with him, or he worked with Tyron Smith. Excuse me.
The Cowboys got 3 number 1 picks on the offensive line, and they need to play like 3 number 1 picks on the offensive line. I mean,
when's the last time?
3 of them. We got 3 number 1 picks.
Well, the last time that was 2014. 2014. And who's going to be our Ron Leary on that team? And we do have a Jumbo Joe. I like, and I'm sorry if I'm taking something. Brock Hoffman being the swing guard and center and being like the heart of the Mr. Nasty time is just like Jumbo Joe Looney, man. I like his role in that we could depend on that. Him and the Oregon kid. I always forget the Oregon kid's name,
man. Mike, what you think? You think it's time for them 3 number 1s to show they all number 1? We know one is true a number 1 pick. So what about the other 2, Mike?
Man, it's big that they step up. It's huge that they step up. Not for the sake that the first round picks, but for the sake that those are 5-year contracts if you pick up a 5th-year option. And when you miss on those type of picks, it sets your team back a lot because then you have to reach, and you could have guys like Chaz Green fall in your lap and go in there and kill your quarterback. So
Chaz Green, Claiborne, Atlanta. Ugh.
So it's time for Tyler Guyton. I'm hoping Connor Riley and Clayton Adams, who are offensive line guys, can really turn this around. For Tyler Guyton, it's more handling bull rush. It's more setting his kick out. Terrence Steele, it's more getting back to a confidence level that his knee's gonna be fine, right? Tyler Booker, he had a mobile quarterback, and he needs to set the tone early. He wants people to hate football. And then, you got Cooper Beebe, which, he played okay. He wasn't the best. I mean, I think his grade was like a 63 overall in PFF. It could have been better for Beebe. But I'm looking at Connor Riley. I'm looking at Clayton Adams, and I'm saying, okay, this is the perfect setup to help this offensive line. And if Tyler Guyton doesn't pan out this year, I don't think he ever will.
All right.
Hey, Mike, can I? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Well, who would be if it's not Guyton? I'm not throwing that in the ether. I'm knocking on wood right now. We don't got Chimi Udoga no more. Who would it be? Right. Awesome Richards? Would it be right. Awesome Richards?
You damn right.
Or Asim?
That's awesome. It's Awesome Richards. Yeah. That's who it would be. Go turn on the tape what he did last year. He looked good. The running game looked a lot better when Austin Richards was in there. Austin Richards can play.
Now,
would you dare to say it looked awesome?
Indeed.
All right. Now, my question to Rue. Rue, are you wasting any time? The first 3 games, if you see Tyler Guyton is not up to speed like we want him to be, are you wasting time there? Are you going to yank him? Or are you going to let him work into it? Because to me, this is my thing. We ain't got no time to waste. This is just my opinion. We ain't got time to waste. Okay, and we need number 4 standing upright, whether a corner like him or not. I need him upright.
And I need him upright too.
The way we keep him upright is Tyler Guyton got to be upright. So, Rue, will you waste time if he ain't up to par?
So this is my dilemma. I can't afford any games in the beginning. Like through the first 11 weeks after the bye, I need to be sitting at 9-1, or 10-1, and something along those lines. It has to be, because the next half of my season is a gauntlet. Yeah. Through 12 through 17, my season is a gauntlet. And if I'm sitting at 500 at that mark, I'm not sitting pretty. But I guess when it comes to this question, what are we talking about? Because it's not like Guyton was just a liability last season. I get it. He had his moments. He had too many penalties. He didn't look as crisp as we wanted him to look. But nothing did.
Yeah.
Nothing did.
You're right.
This team did not look good at all last year. It didn't. At any point. Even with Dak Prescott through 7 games. We were 3-4. I don't know.
I think Dak was hurt the whole time.
Whoa.
We were 3-4 through the first 7 weeks with what we had last season. Nothing looked good. There was nothing that we came out of any game where it was like, okay, this was good. This was good. We couldn't run. We were completely 100% relying on what we were getting from CeeDee Lamb, and we were 3-4. I don't know how you're going to make an argument against me right now. I mean,
we were in the playoff hunt. We were in the playoff hunt up until the Beagles game.
Until Owarie didn't know the rules and Leon let it in. Because we should have beat Joe Burrow for a 3rd fucking time and twice with the red rifle.
We were 3rd in the league in sacks. Rico Dowdle
because
had
we hovered around 500.
Rico Dowdle had 1,000 yards in a short amount of time. There was a lot of bright shining moments. We were a 7-win team with 3 different quarterbacks. Last time we seen that, we went 4-12.
And a clueless head coach. And a clueless mouth open head coach.
And a lame duck head coach that looked stupid half the time.
Yes, sir.
There was nothing. Yes, there was nothing that was like bounce off the walls to be happy about last season.
But I understand what he's saying. There's this silver lining
because we were hovering around 500 throughout that time. I mean, it is what it is.
Bad teams don't hover that. Bad teams don't hover that. Look how many injuries we had, and we were still talking about hovering over 500.
And that's why you guys should be optimistic on this season, baby. This is why we should be optimistic about this season.
Listen, all I'm saying is with Tyler Guyton, I'm not expecting this downfall like the rest of you, I guess. I really expect him to take the next step.
And I hope so.
We're not expecting it. We're just talking it for the sake of talking about it.
Like, I get that he didn't have a great year last year, but I expect with the new presence at coach, with the new offensive line, with the offensive coordinator, it's going to be a very stout O-line. I expect Tyler Guyton takes that next step.
I don't get where you say that we expect him to fall. We don't expect him to fall. We were putting our best foot forward. When we talked about Asim or Chuma, we're just saying, what if that happens? For the sake of content, what would be the next guy? I don't want Tyler Guyton. No, like I said, he's the difference between us feeling good to great about our teams and standing with that run. I like you said about Kane Adams and Riley. I think they're gonna scheme him to help him. Like earlier, Corner mentioned Chaz Green. And I don't know if you remember the game. It was that Atlanta game in 2017 or 2018 where freaking Claiborne was on that wide technique, killing him everything. And our boy Jason Garrett didn't do anything to help him. I don't see that case being with Riley or Claiborne. I see they're going to scheme him to help him. I want Tyler Guyton to do great. We all do. Like I said, it's the difference from here to here.
Yeah, I want him to do great too. I just brought up the fact that, you know, the inactive games and sitting him at halftime, and that really bothered me. I'm cheering for the kid. I was excited when they drafted him. You know, Kuiper called it again, and I had, because you know the history of Cowboys drafting offensive linemen. I was expecting more, and that's my bad. That's our bad. Because when you drafting the Zach Martin and the Tyron Smith, you know, and the Taylor, I mean, and the Tyler Smith, you know,
Travis Frederick,
you know, Zach Martin, and these rounds, bro, you expecting the same thing, you know, and then when we got a bunch of inactive games and pulling them at halftime, it really bothered me because I thought the kid was up to speed because he played at OU. OU played top competition. They don't play shabby people. And, you know, and OU was a throwing team, so I thought his pass set would be, if y'all don't know, it's a pass blocking, how you pass block. His pass set, I thought was good on the right side, but he's on the video. It's a difference, and I keep saying this, but you know nobody believes me. It's a difference between the right and the left side. It's a total different footwork. Everything.
Your sets are jacked, like it's crazy.
Everything is different. You got to train your mind to go the other way. So I'm cheering for the kid, Rue. I understand what you said. We talked about that at the beginning of the show, how hurt the Cowboys were last year. And I see Drew in the comments, the Eagle fan, you know, he's talking about
fucking Drew. Fuck Drew.
My whole thing is, Drew, you swept us last year. You swept the hurt team. You have never swept Dak Prescott when he was healthy the whole season.
Never.
You can stick that up your ego ass and shove it. Anyway, so
your bird ass, hollow bird ass.
So, Mikey, I got a question for you. We're gonna play a little. We're gonna play a little quick game before we get out of here. Mike, you know the answer to this question. I know you do. How many head coaches have the Cowboys had?
The Dallas Cowboys have had 7 head coaches.
No.
Wow.
10,
I want to go 10. Damn.
All right, Mike.
Damn. I was alive when it was just Tom Landry and Jimmy Johnson.
Mikey, they had 10. So we was going. I was on the Cowboy website, and they was ranking their own coaches, right? You know, so they put Sade at number 10 because he hadn't done anything yet.
He won a game.
I want y'all to guess who is number 9.
I bet it's Dave Campo.
Number 9.
Who is number 9?
It has to be Dave Campo.
Boom.
Yeah.
Dave Campo. And Campo.
Chan Gailey.
As a head coach from 2000 to 2002, went 15-33. It was some long, tough years. This is when the Cowboys was in salary cap hell, and they were just trying to go through it. Okay.
Chan Gailey next.
They were trying to get it. So we got Campo at number 9. Number 8, you said who?
Chan Gailey.
Who you got, Rue?
Sure, Chan Gailey. I don't know.
Chan Gailey. But people don't realize Chan Gailey had a winning record.
He did, but
yeah,
he's the reason we didn't get Randy Moss, bro.
That's true. So Chan Gailey was 8. So who is 7?
I'll say Jason Garrett.
Is it Jason Garrett? No.
He's Mr. 500 himself.
Would they put it? No. What?
Bill Parcells.
Bill Parsons. Oh yeah, he built the damn team.
Wow.
He built.
Disrespectful.
Dude,
That's
that freaking 2006 draft alone made a foundation that got us back
That is
after fucking Dave
disrespectful.
Campo. This is disrespect.
This is disrespectful.
Jerry had something to do with this. I know Jerry had something to do with this.
I thought he was at least top 5 myself. But
No,
yeah,
that's
they-
bullshit.
They
That's
had-
bullshit. He should be
they
further
had
to
it.
the top.
They
He
had it.
built that whole fucking
So,
team. That
dude,
was
how
bullshit.
is Wade above him? How is Wade above him?
How is Wade above him?
You
Yeah,
guys-
exactly.
Wade had 3 12-win seasons too until he lost the team. Remember? He did.
But he was coaching
Somebody else- that was
Bill's
somebody else's
team.
team. That was Bill's
It
team.
was Bill's team.
so
that
so
was
who
Bill's
y'all,
damn
who
team.
y'all who y'all got at number 6?
Well, it's not Wade. It's probably Jason now.
Yeah, it's probably Jason now.
Wade Phillips.
Wade. It's Wade.
Wade.
Of course it's Wade.
Wade
Of course it's
actually
Wade.
had a winning
Because
record.
fucking
at
Jason
Cowboys.
Garrett. Because Jason Garrett was his little fucking pet. That's why.
Yeah, Wade was 35-24 for the Cowboys. He actually had a good career, but he lost.
We
the
need to
team.
see winning percentage.
Yeah, when his percentage was 593. Yeah.
59%.
59%, brother. All right. So who y'all got at number 4?
Jason Garrett.
Now it's Jason.
Jason Garrett.
Yes.
Oh, Bill Snyder.
They
Or
got
Barry Switzer. Barry Switzer. What the fuck am I saying?
How is he has a Super Bowl? He should be number 3. He has this. I don't give a fuck if he won with fucking Jimmy Johnson's team. He still won a
How
fucking
is
Super Bowl.
How is Jason Garrett not? No,
Hey.
this is bullshit.
This is more of a disrespect.
Listen,
this is the
listen.
most disrespectful shit.
On the cool,
I'm sorry.
I don't even like Barry Switzer. Like, fuck your Sooner ass. But
No, but
dude,
he did a
really?
good job.
Like, he's way better than Jason Garrett. Come on, that's
No,
ridiculous.
I know you hate. I know you hate him because of your college ties, but what he did taking over and then actually that 95 team wasn't a great team that they were, and them winning it, like he won a Super Bowl. How the fuck is
Yeah, how is Jason Garrett ahead of this guy?
34. All right, so let's go. Number 3. Who y'all
63%
got?
on his win too. He was 63.
Well, number 3 is JC. It has to be Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, it's Mike.
Mike McCarthy. I'm sorry, he's number 4. Mike McCarthy is number 4. Who y'all got at number 3?
Now it's Jason.
Jimmy.
It's just
No, it's not.
this is. You're fucking with me right now. Like I had high
This is
blood
not a
pressure
ranking. This is
before.
not a ranking. There's
You're
no
fucking
way.
with us.
There's no
You're
way.
fucking with us.
This is not their ranking.
And I love you, Chris, because this is beautiful. We could have did a 3-hour show on how much bullshit this is.
Bro, this is on the Cowboys website. They
This is
rank the
not
top
a ranking.
10 head coaches.
This is not.
Dude, he's 1B because Tom Landry was a fucking his longevity. But I would put him at 1B.
They got him 3. Jimmy Johnson 3. So who y'all got at number 2?
The next name out of your mouth has to be Jason Garrett. It has to be. Okay.
Jason Garrett. They got Jason Garrett, the second best head coach for the Dallas Cowboys.
Fucking horseshit.
He should.
The
he
clapper.
Should 8 or
Clap
9
on him.
for me. But Jason had a winning percentage. He was a 500 coach, just like we all them 8 and 8.
This is beautiful, bro.
So
No,
Hey.
Mikey, go ahead, Mikey.
I just think this on every Cowboys platform, you're gonna watch this pop, and you're the first to do this because this list is so fucking
This can't be
sacrilegious.
their li- I don't
It's
believe
sacrilegious. It's blasphemous for the cowboy
back
lifestyle we live.
I want to see
like,
him listed. In
You're
there.
onto something, Chris. Watch, you're gonna see other content creators
Scroll up.
do this shit because this is so ridiculous.
I want to see
on
this.
It's on their website.
Rank them. What the fuck?
Yep. This is on their website.
I know you lying.
This is on their website. Okay. Now we all know who number 1 is. Who is he, Mike? The great Tom Landry.
Mr. Landry. Mr. Landry.
The great Tom Landry, man. I miss the suit and the fedora. I wish coaches would bring it back. But now they got it where you have licenses deal for head coaches. They got to wear a certain apparel on the sideline now, issued by the NFL. But this is old school. Tom with the fedora and the suit, and y'all love it.
If I played on Halloween, that is exactly how I'd come out.
Hey, dude.
If I had
honestly,
a game on Halloween, I was a head coach, that's how I'd come out.
To think that he was the Giants' defensive coordinator, and Vince Lombardi was their defensive coordinator, and to what they molded the NFL to be, and what he was. I was a little kid. I didn't know who Tom Landry was until till I grew up. You know what I mean? I was a Cowboy fan in '89, and that's Jimmy's first year. So I was never a Cowboy fan while Tom Landry was the coach. But he's bigger than
At least they got number one right. They got number one right. The other order.
How can you fuck that up?
That was wild, bro. And I got one last thing before we get out of here. Okay, one last thing. I saw it. I
can't believe Jason Garrett was that high.
Jason Garrett was number 2. So
actually,
are y'all?
No. How you put Jimmy Johnson at number 3? How the fuck do you do that? My bad.
So are you ready for Jerry Jones's Netflix series, America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys? Are y'all ready?
Look at that man in the sunglasses, man. With that far off gaze, like he's fucking chewing on a fucking wad and he spits up.
That's why I made the thumbnail of the show, because I was like, this is leading us right into training camp too. It'll be doing preseason. So August 19th is the show.
And we gonna watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it. Of course, we're gonna watch it. So, but
the haters gonna watch. The haters don't miss a minute with that D in their mouth.
So, man, I wanted to end the show with a little fun. I thought y'all would get a kick, because when I saw it, I was like, "That's not right." I kept saying, "That's not right."
I'm glad I got shit wrong. I'm glad for the first time, I glad I got that wrong, because that being right is not right. That ain't right.
You know what's really annoying though? This
Mikey
man is still living off the 90s, bro. This man is still living off these people. That's why they got annoyed last year. Honestly, think about it. How many of them came out and were like, "You still living off of what the fuck we did 30 years ago?"
Especially Emmett. Emmett went in on him.
Emmett was one of the main ones.
He went in on him.
He's like, "Bro, give me my cut." That's really what that was.
I like that Emmett went in on the team. Michael Irvin went in on him. Even my private conversation with Tony Tolbert, he went in on him. So, hey, it is what it is. We're still trying to get Tony on the show. We'll try to get him on and have a classic Cowboy hour with Tony.
Sir. Look, we should get Tony and freaking Jeff Cole, man. That'd be awesome.
It would. All right, Rue, let's start, man. Final thoughts, man. You got your final thoughts, bro?
Final thoughts, man. Honestly, we're less than 70, 77, 78 days away, something like that. Less than 80 days. I know that much. And dude, I can't wait. I can't wait. It is what it is. I'm super excited because I get to open the season with a banger with my college squad, and then I go right into the Cowboys and the Eagles. So it's just boom, boom, and it's just gonna be a gauntlet right out the gate. But I'm very excited about the season, honestly. I know it was doom and gloom most of the year last year in terms of what we were kind of expecting going in, but there's a lot to be happy about in terms of what we're looking at. So at least there's that to look up to for when it comes to this season. So I just can't wait for it to start. And really, I just want to see these boys start hitting people already. I just want to see somebody get hit so we can see what we got. Because there's so many different questions. Think about it. We all had something different to say. when it came down to what position are you excited to see. Everybody had something different to say. And honestly, I agree with everybody because it's like, yeah, I do want to see my corners. Yeah, I do want to see my wide receivers, my running backs, my O-line, my D-line. I got a lot of questions in a lot of different places, and I can't wait till I start seeing people get tossed around so we know what's what.
All right, and shout out to the Rue with that fly ass me so horny shirt. That long.
What the hell?
Can you see it? Me so horny.
That's stupid. That's stupid. That's pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That's so stupid though. And that's my shit. I say horny a lot, man. Because we're football horny, and I'm gonna go off of that of my. We are football horny. We're twiddling our thumbs, and we can't wait for it to happen, and it's coming. The only thing that we're the Cowboys, so things get publicized more. I hope the culture rubs off on the off season, because these 3 weeks. This was the Orlando Scandrick doing ecstasy in Mexico time, or God forbid a car accident. With the Cowboys in Dallas, it's a big playground. So, I hope the culture rubs off on these guys to know that they could be a part of something much bigger and not risk it. Stay home. Nothing good happens after 10 o'clock. Please, Dallas Cowboys, please. And let's get to 4th of July. But and another thing, it's cool to share the platform again with G. That means we're men. We compartmentalize. We go forward, and it's nothing but love. So you subscribe to the Cowboy Huddle. Always like, subscribe, ring that bell for the Cowboy Up podcast. And as I always say, if you like us, tell your friends about us.
All right. As always, Mikey always steal what I had to say. Well, first of all, always shout out to G, number one fan, Hampton, because we've told this story several times on our show. If it wasn't for G, the Cowboy Up podcast wouldn't be in existence. Okay. So it's also a testament of letting bygones be bygones. We grown ass men. Let's move on. Okay. We went our separate ways. But hey, we still got love for the Cowboy Huddle, just like we got love for the Cowboy Up podcast. And we just want everybody to know, if you got a grudge or you feeling about a certain way, time heals all. As you can see, G was on our show. G was on our show. Okay. He was gracious. He came on our show with all I did was shoot a text, and he was happy to do it. And that's what I'm talking about. Men being men, and don't let shit dwindle. Life goes on, and live the life as a fuck. Because as it always is, we all Cowboy fans. Yeah. It don't matter what show you on and who you cheer for. We all football fans too, and we need to show it. And where the country is going now, we need to show a little love to everybody. Okay, that's all the big fella is just trying to prove with what I did today. We're just trying to show love to everybody. Period. Point blank. All right. So, man,
except those fucking Eagle fans. Fuck those Eagle fans.
My sentiments exactly, Michael. Fuck the Eagles.
Hey, hey, man. Check out my boy Arch Batty, bro. With Mingo. He's out with Mingo.
He's in the hood. Yeah, I saw Arch Manning in the hood.
That's my boy.
Shit. He's like, give the little brother the ball back.
Well, look, man, appreciate G from stopping by. I always appreciate Cowboy Corner. Everybody in the chat, Jonathan, B Fatty, Drew, the Eagle
Sneaky.
fan. Fuck you, Sneaky was in here.
Fuck you, Sneaky.
Ivan,
congratulations, Sneaky, but fuck you, Sneaky.
Bear was in the joint, man. Our bear was in there, man. 21, get well, 21. Hopefully see you soon. I'm just going through my brother.
Scrotal reconstruction. Scrotal reconstruction.
Shout out to moms coming in and saying hi to everybody. Also, Birdman was in the chat. Much love to Birdman too. Hey man, appreciate y'all, man. Like Mikey say, tell your friends about us, like and subscribe. And like the big fella always say, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Puro pinche Cowboys. Jason Garrett number 2. What the fuck they smoking at that fucking? I swear to fucking God.
That was.
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE. Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
Loyalist. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
What's up, Dilemma? Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. Excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I see it.
Hey man, hey man.
All these videos, dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, hey man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah, players fuck up sometimes. Yeah. This first day of pad. Say man, you know, we all played, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Cause now to me,
Tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the but tomorrow tells the truth.
This will tell you about I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to spread shit and eating wings and
Motherfucker sprint.
Calm down.
Calm
down, Mikey.
Calm
down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. Hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
You come out with that Waterburger in and out, right?
We kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter contacts up here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing that song, but it's like this is Drake, you know, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's about the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like. If you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.